Hello, everybody. I'm back. We got some core and balance today. It's gonna be a good time. I have done absolutely nothing today except eat. It's just been a lazy day at our house, and I've just been eating. So my stomach's not super happy with me. I got to do something. It's a little cold out here today, so I was gonna run, but I'm just gonna save that for tomorrow. It's gonna be cold tomorrow too, but at least I know what I'm in for. so so let you know what kind of day it's been. Instead of having like water or some type of electrolytes with me today for my workout, I have Diet Coke with me fueling this workout. So it's gonna be a great time. So we got core and balance today. So same thing, 1 minute each exercise. We got 3 exercises in each circuit. We're gonna go through it 2 times. So not anything crazy today, but it will add up over the course of the workout. So we are going to start with, in our first round, bird dogs. We're going to be on the ground here. So actually, before we get started here, for equipment, I have a 5-pound dumbbell, an 8-pound dumbbell, and instead of using like a stack of books, I just have my stepper back here. So you can also use, if you don't have a stepper, or like some stairs nearby that you can use, like a step, maybe 6 inches at least. You can just use a stack of textbooks. So use whatever you got. A couple light dumbbells today. And let's get started. First up, we have bird dogs. So to recap bird dogs, we are going to be on all fours here. Don't want to kick my stepper. We're going to extend opposite arm and leg out. Bring the elbow to your knee. Extend. We're going to do 30 seconds on one side and then 30 seconds on the other. So really exhale and try to pull that belly button in with each pull there. Next up, we have single leg glute bridge with a weight. So we're going to roll onto that back. Leg comes up in the air. Weight on your hip. We're going to power it up. Lower it back down. We're going to do 30 seconds on one side, 30 seconds on the other. And then the last one here, we have sideways bear crawl. So, haha, fun times, right? Everyone loves bear crawls. So, we're going to be sideways here. Same thing as our normal bear crawl. We're going to lift those knees up. Knees stay right under your hips. Hands stay right under your shoulders. Opposite arm and leg move. We're going to take maybe 3 steps one way, 3 or 4 steps the other way. Use whatever space you got here for that one. So, I know a minute of that is really sucky. So, if you need to tap down to your knees for a second, feel free to tap down to your knees for a second. Gather yourself up and bring it right back up there when you're ready. So, I say that because I might need to tap down to my knees too. Because let's face it, bear crawls are hard. We all know this. So, let's get ready. Get your space ready. Doing a bear crawl. I do. All right. Let's get our timer going. I need business today to get this workout done because we got some serious plans tonight. Our plans tonight, we've been watching these stupid 80s movies. They're called Sleepaway Camp. They're really bad but really good. They're like cult movies. We watched 1 and 2. We watched 1 last night. We watched 2 and 3 today. We're going to try to watch the other 2 if we can find them tonight, and we're turning them to a drinking game. So this is what we're doing with our quarantine. So this is why, despite all these workouts, I'm probably going to gain weight. But anyways, I got plans. So let's get this workout done, guys. 10 seconds. We're going to get going. So we got that bird dog up first.
3, 2, 1, go.
All right. So extend that right leg or left leg out, right arm out. Bring it in to tap and extend. So nice and controlled here. Keep that belly button in tight as you pull it in. Last one on this side. And switch sides. I feel like this is an exercise that looks like it should be very easy, but it's somehow harder than it looks in a weird way, right? Last 10 seconds.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
All right, shake it out. 20-second rest. Then we're going into that single leg glute bridge. Grab your weight. I'm working with a 5 here because these are extremely hard for me for whatever reason. So keep that weight on your hips.
3, 2, 1. Go.
All right, right leg up, powered up. Bring it back down. Exhale it up. Inhale it down. Again, if you remember, one of my least favorite moves right here. We got it in the first set, though. So we're getting it done early. All right, let's switch sides. Left leg up. Again, try not to put all your weight down when you rest those hips back down. Push through that heel. Almost there.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
All right, shake it out. We got that sideways bear crawl up next. So give yourself a little bit of space here. So remember, don't overthink this. Keep your back nice and
3,
flat.
2, 1.
Lift those knees
Go.
up. Opposite arm and leg are still moving at the same time here. Take your time. It's not about speed. Keeping those knees just an inch above the ground. Think of that wine glass on your back. We're halfway there. Last 10, hang on to it.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
All right, that leaves us right in our position for those bird dogs again. One more time through those 3. That's it. Deep breath. All right, let's get ready, guys.
2, 1.
Right arm, left leg. Bring it into touch. Think exhale with that touch. All right, switch sides. Left arm, right leg. Harder than it looks. Keep exhaling with that touch. Keep that balance going here. You got 10 seconds.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
All right, flip it on over. We got that glute bridge up next. Let's start with that right leg up in the air. All right.
3,
Weight in that left heel.
1.
Power it up. Relax it down. Squeeze it up as high as you can get it. All right, you got 10 more seconds left on this side. Switch legs. Well, anyone else feel like their right side is the easier side? Because that's how I'm feeling right now. What a relief. All right, almost there. Hang on to it.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
All right, set it down. One more here for this first circuit. We got that sideways bear crawl. Everyone's favorite, I know. So really work to keep that back flat here. Imagine that. Cup of coffee, glass of wine,
3,
whatever
2,
inspires you to keep your
1,
back flat.
Go.
Nice and slow. There's no race here. Going fast isn't going to make it end any quicker. Anyone feeling their legs from yesterday? We're halfway there. Look down, look at those knees. Are they still hovering that inch above the ground? If the answer is no, correct yourself and bring them down. Last 10. Ooh, these are no joke, guys.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Whew. All right. Rest, everyone. Take a sip of your drink, your Diet Coke, whatever you got. Let's go through our next round of stuff. So we have single leg RDL with a dumbbell, heel drops, and the dumbbell V-sit. So we're going to pull out your platform for this. Let's move this so you can see me. So single leg RDL with that dumbbell. So we're going to hold it. Let's start with our right hand. Left leg is on the ground. We're going to have a little bend in that standing leg. Right leg goes back. And then we bring it back up. So if you notice here, my hips are staying square. I'm not doing this. My back is staying flat. And then my back leg is as straight as I can get it. It's not super bent. It's not locked out. It just has a little soft bend in it. So if you notice, if I don't bring my leg back on that one, then I have no counterbalance there. So you want your leg to go back. So we don't want that. That's not going to help you at all. Think of your body as a teeter-totter when you're doing this one. We'll do half on one side, half on the other. Then next up we have the heel drops. So we'll hold the weight up at your chest, half on one side, half on the other. We're going to have that leg out at your sides as we come down. We're going to bend that knee, tap your heel, bring it back up. Tap it down, bring it back up. And then the dumbbell V-sit on the ground. We're going to extend everything. Bring those legs and arms up together. Dumbbell comes up to your knee. If you need a little bend in your knees for this, that's okay. So I'm probably going to do this with more of a bend in my knees for the sake of my back. It's doing good, but my hamstrings are super tight, so I will have a little bend in my knees. If you have tight hamstrings, then you might also as well. If you have better mobility, then straighten them out. Give yourself a challenge. So we have a weight for all three of these exercises. I'm probably going to switch between a 5 and an 8 for these. So we have that single leg RDL up next. Let's get ready. 10 seconds, we'll get started. Let's start with the dumbbell in your right hand.
2, 1,
standing on your left leg, we bring it forward and back. If you need an additional challenge here, try not to let that right leg touch. Keep it hovering. More seconds on this side. Whoop. Last one. Switch sides. I was just about to give myself a pat on the back for doing a great job with my balance, and I start to lose it. Remember, keep those hip bones facing the ground. Little bend in that standing leg. You got 10 more seconds here.
Three, two, one, rest.
Alrighty. Let's get up on that platform. Start with your right foot on or on that step. So your left foot is just hanging here. We got 10 seconds. Remember, as we come forward, we're going to bring that leg out in front to tap and then bring it back. So
Three, two,
look at me from the side.
go.
As I come down, I bring it down, bring it back. So we're just adding a little more attention to detail to this movement that we've been doing. These are harder than they look, and that would be because what we're doing here is kind of a precursor to get you ready for a pistol squat, which is probably one of the most challenging moves, in my opinion. Let's switch sides. So people think one of the hardest things about a split squat is doing the squat on one leg. Your leg is strong enough to get yourself back up. The problem is your ankle mobility is most likely what's holding you back. So this movement here is not only strengthening that leg, but helping with that ankle mobility.
2, 1, rest.
Alrighty. Let's bring it down to the ground. We have that V-sit up next. So remember, if your mobility allows, straight legs. If you're tight like me, little bend is acceptable. You're still going to feel it in that core.
2, 1, go.
So bring it up, extend it out. If you can, try to hover those feet. Don't let them touch the ground. You're going to feel an added strain on your abdomen here. Keep that belly button tight, low back to the ground. My shoulders are staying on the ground here. If you're lifting them up, good for you. You're giving yourself an added challenge. That's also another way to make this harder if you need to.
Three, two, one, rest.
All right. Let's stand it back up. We're back to that single leg RDL. And you can't see my face. So let's switch it up. Left hand, right foot is standing first here.
3, 2, 1, go.
So a little bend in that standing leg. If you can, try to hover that back leg the whole time. However, if you need to tap down to get your balance, go for it. And really try to find something in the room or on the ground to focus on to keep your balance here. Last one on this side. And switch sides here. This workout is always so much harder than I expect it to be. I look at it and I'm like, piece of cake. I'm sweating like crazy right now. I'm probably sweating more than I did yesterday.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Let's bring it up to that platform. So let's start with your left leg on the platform first. Right leg is hanging at the side right next to you.
2, 1, go.
Move it out in front as you bend that knee, push those hips back, bring it back up. Push those hips back. Notice how you feel this not just in your quads, but in your ankle as well here. 10 more seconds on this side. Last one. Switch sides. So as we go here, if you need an extra challenge, I have an extra challenge here because this stepper is higher than my stack of books was. If you're working with books, maybe add another big heavy textbook on there. Make sure it's stable. Make sure you're not losing your balance to be safe.
3, 2,
But keep challenging
1.
yourself.
Rest.
All right. Then we're back on the ground for those V-sits. All right, deep breath, guys. Wrap this second circuit up strong. Belly button in. Low back to the ground. Try not to let it pop up. Slow and controlled here. So it doesn't take much weight here to really feel it in your core. I am only using 5 pounds for this, and my abs are dying.
Three, two, one. Rest.
Ooh. All right. You know what that means? We got one more circuit here to go. So, next up, we got 2 crunch, 2 leg drops, running man, and step up to plank, which you'll remember from a couple weeks ago. So, 2 crunch, 2 leg drops. So, we're in tabletop here. 2 crunches, 2 leg drops. One leg, other leg. Crunch, crunch, drop, drop. Belly button in. Notice how on the drop, I'm just moving from my hips. My legs, my knees stay at 90 degrees the entire time on that crunch. It's just a little lift up, pulling that belly button in, sucking on the gut in. So, easy enough. It will get hard though over a minute. Running man. I think we all remember running man, right? So if you want to challenge yourself here, grab a weight. We'll stand on one leg. We're going to bend into that front leg. Other leg extends back. Drive it up. Bring it back. So we're really bending into that front leg. And your leg that's up in the air and driving up does not touch until we switch sides. So that little bit of extra weight will make it a little bit harder. Remember, you can also drop the weight and just do the running arms. And then last up, we have that wicked hard plank step up, which I will probably regret this higher step in about 3.5 minutes. So we're planking up on our hands. We're walking it up, up, down, down. And then other side, up, up, down, down. So we're keeping that belly button pulled in. Your butt is tucked. Nothing is sticking up. We're staying nice and strong throughout that motion. Let's get ready for the 2 crunches, 2 leg drops up first. 10 seconds. So legs at tabletop, hands right by your ears.
Go.
Crunch, crunch, drop, drop. Take your time here. Remember, when we're working with the core, it's not all about speed. It's about control. It's about where we're feeling it. It's never really about speed. If you're not feeling the work in the right spot, then it doesn't matter how fast you're going. Really pull that belly button in with each crunch. Remember to keep those hands right by your ears. We don't want them cranking on your neck. Ooh, I don't know about you guys. I am feeling this. This is such a simple motion.
3,
But holy crap.
2, 1, rest.
All right, stand it up. If you're working with a weight, grab your weight. We got running man up next. So let's start on your right leg. Left leg is going to go back first.
3, 2, 1, go.
All right, bend into that right leg. Drive that left knee up. So we're almost doing like a hovering lunge here. Remember that balance isn't going to get any better if you don't work on it. If you're feeling wobbly here, that is totally fine and normal. As you can see, I'm wobbling a little bit too. Let's switch sides. On that left leg, right leg goes back, bend into that left knee. Drive your right knee up. Remember, we're all going to have one side that's a little bit easier than the other. Remember, we're also doing this at the end of our workout when we're already tired, and you're probably sore from yesterday. So don't be hard on yourself. If we did this move first, it would look totally different.
3, 2, 1, rest.
All right. Set that weight down. Bring it down to the ground. Here's the move I have been dreading since I decided to do core and balance today. So, hands on the ground. Get ready to lift it to those toes.
2, 1, go.
Lift it up. We're walking it up, up, down, down. Switch sides. So remember, you can always widen out those feet to make it a little bit easier. Go at your own pace here. These are not easy. That's why I'm getting quiet. You know it gets real when I get quiet. Do your best to alternate sides. I know I'm starting to forget sides too. Last 10 seconds.
Three, two, one, rest.
Whew, nice job, guys. That one sucks. That one really sucks. All right. On your back, one more round of those 3 minutes of work left. That's it. We got the crunch, crunch, drop, drop.
3,
Tabletop
2,
legs.
1,
Hands at your ears.
go.
Crunch, crunch, drop, drop. Man, I swear to you guys, I'm not lying. This is much harder than yesterday's leg workout, in my opinion. I am sort of dying. I am sweaty. I hope you are too. I know the name of this workout is misleading. You think core and balance. Piece of cake. Anything core is misleading. You're using your whole body. You're controlling your whole body to try to keep your midline tight.
3, 2, 1, rest.
All right. 2 more minutes of work here. Grab your weight. Running man. Let's start on that right leg. Left leg is going to go back. Weight up at your chest.
3, 2, 1.
All right.
Go.
Bend nice and deep into that right leg. Drive that left knee up. Go nice and slow. Focus on that balance. If your knees and your ankles are shaking a little bit, that's a good thing. That means we're working all those little stabilizer muscles that never get enough attention when we do big movements. Switch sides. Left leg. Right leg goes back. Bend into that left knee. Drive your right knee up. Ooh, I can feel myself sweating out all that chocolate.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Did y'all see that last one? Whew. This is no joke. Grab that platform, whatever you're using. Deep breath. Hands on the ground. Get ready to lift up to those toes.
3, 2, 1.
All right, lift it up. Bring it up, up, down, down. Keep those hands right under your shoulders. Belly button in nice and tight. Halfway there. Ooh, I'm feeling this taller platform today. A couple inches can make a huge difference here if you need more challenge. Keep that butt tucked in.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Woo! All right, guys. We made it. Whew, I don't know whether to say that went by fast or not. That was way harder than I expected it to be. It always is, right? Take a deep breath. Grab a sip of your recovery beverage. Mine is Diet Coke. Not sponsored by them, but not from lack of trying. I've tried many times. All right. Let's stretch it out, everyone. Let's reach for those right toes. Pull your left foot in. I feel like I'm such a bad role model here. Been eating all day. Margaritas all night. Playing a drinking game to 80s horror movies. But, you know, there's no rules. There's a once in a lifetime pandemic going on right now. You do you. As long as you're working out, as long as you're eating mostly healthy, you do you. Bend that right leg, land to your left side. Remember, keep those few good healthy habits going and you'll be okay. Keep working out. Keep taking your vitamins. Get good protein in. You'll be okay. You're not going to lose all your progress here. I'm not going to let that happen. Walk those hands off to the side. Twist through your waist here. And then bring it down to that left forearm. Reach overhead. Press that right hip forward and squeeze your butt to get into that hip flexor. And then let's swivel it over to the other side. Reach for those left toes, bring your right leg in. Honestly, it feels so good to be able to work out again. Even if yesterday's workout wasn't at my normal weights, it just feels so good to move and lift some weights again. I ran this weekend, it feels great to run again. And bend that left leg, lay it over your right side. Walk those hands over to the side, twist. We had no kitty visitors today. I have a couple lazy little cats right here next to me on the couch, but they're just too exhausted to make an appearance, I guess. It's like my favorite part of working out at home is working out with the cats. They just seem to have so much fun. Like, gosh, these humans are so silly. What are they doing? They're putting things down and then picking them back up again. I don't know why they do this. Bring it down to that forearm. Reach overhead. Remember, press that hip bone forward. Squeeze your butt. And then you should feel it down your hip flexor right here. And then let's bring it to our knees. Let's take a couple cat-cows here. So inhale, curve your back, tuck your chin. Exhale, and then inhale, arch, look up. Move at your own pace here with your own breath. Exhale up, inhale out. And then widen out those knees, toes together. Sit those hips back, chest to the ground. And then lift it up to your toes, reach those hips back. Try to get your heels to the ground. Alternate a little bend in each knee. Try to get a little bit deeper into that stretch. And then when you're ready, walk those hands back up to your toes. Roll it up. And we are all done, guys. Thank you for joining me again for another workout. Oh, lazy kitties don't want to say hi. There's Suki. She wants to say hi. This pandemic is the most anyone has ever seen Suki because everyone's only seeing her over the internet. All right, so hopefully you guys all saw my message yesterday on my leg workout. Starting next week on leg day, so in like a week, 1 week I'd say, we are going to start incorporating bands and sliders, like resistance loops, into our workouts. So I posted in yesterday's lower body workout, the April 12th lower body, some links to Amazon if you need to order some. They're pretty inexpensive, but they're definitely worth the investment if you're going to keep doing these at-home quarantine workouts. If you're going to keep, doing some of these movements in general, it's worth investing in. you can definitely get more into your core and hit your legs better with the bands and sliders. So check out my last video for those links, and I will see y'all tomorrow. So tomorrow should be a fun day. We got our hurricane tomorrow. I feel like that's become the like trademark workout that I do, even though I did not invent the hurricane. It is not an invention of mine, although people seem to be thinking it was. I'll take credit, I guess, but I did not invent it. I just repurposed it to fit our at-home workouts here. So it'll be a fun day. We got a nice little surprise coming for you tomorrow. You'll see. Well, it's not that exciting, so don't get that excited about it. But yeah, we got a hurricane, so get ready for it. Drink lots of water, Diet Coke, whatever you got. Not too much beer tonight. You don't want to be hungover for this hurricane. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye. Thanks for joining.